All right, we are back. So let's wrap this up. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but you know how these things go. Technology and such. It is what it is. All right, I'm going to try to get you to see what I need you to see. Actually, no, that's not going to work, but that's okay. Anyhow, what I left off saying was it's time to gather positions on this one. Uh, Based on the research that I did, this and GBTC um, and the other one, ticker was it BT, I think, they track the Bitcoin the best. This one has the lowest risk because it's only 11 cents a share. So you do the math on that one. So I'm thinking about going ahead and putting in a long-term position on this one, being that it is tracking with Bitcoin perfectly. The only downside to these over-the-counter pink sheet situations is that they don't have the pre-market trading like some of the other tickers. So you're kind of exposed, you're kind of locked in. So God forbid, you're long and Bitcoin just crashes overnight. When this thing reopens, then it's going to take you with it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only downside to GBTC and this one is that there's no pre-market or extended hours trading. Once 9:30 hits, it opens. Once 4 p.m. hits, it closes. So there's no extended hours of pre-market trading. Hopefully that will change, especially being that this thing is widely held. On Friday, we had almost 35 million shares exchange hands. So this one is an extremely liquid stock. And you have several liquid stocks that are traded on the pink sheets over the counter, believe it or not. A lot of companies choose to go over the counter because it's cheaper than going with the NYSE or the NASDAQ. It's just cheaper for them. All right, over the counter doesn't charge as much and doesn't have the type of rules and regulations and oversight either, but that's another story. So anyway, as you know, there's risks involved, but this one has the lowest amount of risk at the moment because it's the cheapest, but I don't think it's going to stay there. The way Bitcoin and Ethereum has been moving, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing, we wake up one morning and it's a $5, $10, $15 stock. And I don't have to tell you guys what that means if you have a ridiculous position in this particular stock. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. You don't have to do what I'm going to do, but it is on the sheet. At least it should be on the sheet. And all things being equal, watching the pulse wave price triggers on the sheet in regards to this particular stock, well, there you have it. So now you know the what and you know the why. Now you need to know is the where. And that's what the sheet is for. Okay, so now that we've got the business part out the way, any questions as far as where we are on some of these? If not, let's just look at a couple of notables from my in-play tab. I do have some notables. Okay, we have rally alerts in the following. AutoZone has a rally alert. It has bounced from its lows. All right. So from the weekly, it does have a rally alert on it. And I do like that entry price on that. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay, Simon can't hear me. Can everyone else hear me? Nah, my mic is wide open. I'm wide open. I'm wide open. So are you using Chrome, Simon? If you're using Chrome, okay. Hopefully we can work this out. Okay. So Advanced AutoZone has a Riley alert in it, but I'm thinking that the dead cat bounce may be over, so I'm not using that. I'm not gonna take the risk on that one. It's gonna have to really do something for me to get involved. I'm looking at that TRS, and the TRS don't like it. If anything, it's setting up for a short. So look at that. Look at the pulse wave price trigger on the sell short, and that looks more attractive right now. Let's see what else we got. Dust has a rally alert on it, but I don't think that's going to work out. Entry price is far removed. GDX and GDXJ have rally alerts, and I don't think they're going to work out. The GDXJ, I like the TRS entry. I like that price trigger. And so since we're not there, I'm staying away. Same thing with the GDX. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the mic. If y'all can't hear me right, I really don't know what's up. This is weird. All right, let me see something. All right, I'm going to peep that. Let me go ahead and bring up a window here. All right, good looking now. I'm going to look at that in a second. Let's wrap this up. Yeah, everything, according on my end, looking at the thing, they're saying everything it looks good. So I'm not sure what's going on. Reason some people can't hear me right, but it's all good. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I know the browsers have issues sometimes. Yeah, so on the miners, you guys, the GDX, GDXJ, I'm entering on the TRS, pulse wave price triggers on both of those if I were to take a long position. And so since I'm not looking at taking a long position, if anything, I think that these will be sell short candidates right now, only because the way they've been moving. Also, if you look at the uptrend columns, we have a 2. That means liquidate long positions. All right, that means that selling is underway, and the GDX has a crash alert in it, even though the GDXJ doesn't. So we can't ignore any of that. Got to look at it for what it is. All right, hold on one second. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, on the miners, I just don't see them quite ready to do what they need to do yet. So I'm not interested right yet as far as long positions. I'm just watching. Now I know I had some stuff last week, and I'm probably going to regret it. Let me see here. Okay, no, I'm good there. Yes, right. No, I got stopped out. That was the nugget. I went long the nugget and got dissed. So I don't think I'm ready to quite jump back in there on that front yet. Anyway, but that's just me. Okay. One thing I want to tell you, I've been playing around with an idea to with the sheet to make it a little bit easier, a little bit better. Um, I've I thought about merging two columns because they're kind of redundant. So I thought about merging two columns and augmenting another column. I've been playing around with this idea. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send you I'm going to do a copy of it and upload it to the room to get you guys' opinion. And I'm only going to do the in play tab just so you can take a look at it and peep it and tell me what you think. But I like it. I think it makes the sheet a little bit easier to read. You know, I put a lot of work into getting the algorithms just right, getting the price triggers just right. So I think this is really going to do it for you. And I can't wait to show it to you and you get your honest opinions. I think it's going to make it so that it's a little bit easier to know for sure if you should be selling short, going long, you know what I mean, or even staying out for that matter. And I think you'll know. So I'm gonna play around with it some more, and then I'm gonna upload it. And I need you guys' opinion if you think that this layout makes it a little bit easier. And you know I'm a nerd, so I like as much information as possible, but I don't like a whole bunch of information. I just like the compact view of my information. I like for my stuff to show me and to show up where it need to show up. Yeah, you remember 2010, 2011, that sheet was crazy. It took me like 2 days to do 1 day's worth sheet. That thing had like a million things on it. It was extremely comprehensive and it was a pain in the butt. That's why I like this sheet. It's really simple and to the point. And I took all the complexity of the 2010, 2011 sheet, took all the complexities of that and merged those algorithms into a limited space. I think that's better. I like compact. I like all the comprehensive stuff. Either that one you could understand. That's funny. Yeah, this one I try to make it even better, man. I mean, you know, basically you just want to know where do I enter, where do I put my stop, and then you like a little bit of information, a little bit of intel. Are we in an uptrend or a downtrend? Does it look like there's selling pressure or buying pressure? Does it look like the big money's coming in to help me out, or is big money working against me? I mean, that's all you need to know. That's it. At the end of the day, those are the only things that are important. Everything else is just rubbish and noise. So that's why I did it the way I did it, so that you can know what to look for quickly. Once you get comprehension of the sheet, you know what you're looking for, and you just boom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the robot. It's all about the robots. Back in 2010, 2011, they were just coming into form. That's where we got the bot checks from. Remember the bot checks I would do? And then since then, the markets have evolved, you know, and now we are where we are. Yeah, that bot check column. That's basically what the positive and negative momentum is. That's where your bot checks are. That 911 alert and the 411 alert, those are bot checks. That's what that is. So I have everything from the 2011-2010 sheet in this sheet. It's just a compact view. It's more comprehensive and not as crazy looking. That sheet was crazy back then. As a matter of fact, that the one sheet had like 8 tabs to it. I mean, come on, that's crazy. That took up too much time. Oh, real quick, this you guys see this? You see this opening here, right here? Look at this. Here we are, folks. All right, look at the gap. Look at the gap up. So now you know we got to back and fill this little gap. All right, it's not showing on the daily yet, but it will in a couple of minutes. All right, this is where we were, and then we gap. So you know we're gonna back and fill before it's all said and done. But you know, do your math, find out where your risk is, and you may want to consider this is like a long-term play only because of the price. I'm going to put this up there with our dry ships and our NAC. I'll put this up there with those two things because, as we know, at some point they're going to move, and you're going to want to be there when that happens. You're not going to want to be one of them people that be like, oh man, I wish. Ain't no wishing. There's no wishing wells around here. All right. So with that being said, I think we good. We got our marching orders. Let me finish what I got to do, and I'm going to put together a grocery list, and then I'll post it in the room, tell you what I'm looking at. But this one right here is definitely in play. I am putting positions on in this one today, period. That I can tell you off the cuff. This position is happening. Everything else is in the air. It's Monday. I'm not too sure what's going to be going down yet, but this is happening. Like no ands, ifs, or buts about it. It's happening. All right. Anybody else? Any other questions? All right. So we good then. Okie dokie, Juan Choki. All right then. Well, that being said, you said check HSI. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's go to the indices right quick. All right, the Hang Seng. You're basically yeah, you're still parabolic like the Nasdaq. This is still in parabolic mode. It does need to close hopefully today above 25,778. As long as it can do that, you should be good to go on the daily chart. Let's see what so far, and these are delayed. This is delayed data on there, but so far 25,998 was the high. So this did trigger the long, and the last quote that it's given us on here is 25,862.99. So all right, so it's 25,778 now. So okay, so it's pulling back. It's pulled back about 200. Okay, all right, that sounds about right. You do have some bots though on the negative momentum side. You got that 9. So you got a few bots operating, but they're probably more. It looks like it's more intraday stuff. You know, with your price swings. I think the bots are in there. You know, scalping that. That's it. That's just your scalp stuff. But there's nothing, you know, cautionary on this chart. You got a 3 under your positive momentum column, so it's locked in. It's parabolic and locked in. All right, you have been parabolic and locked in now for several days. Even if let's look at the weekly, if it'll let me look at a weekly. Yeah, see, you're good to go. This week, only thing you need to close above this week to keep this momentum going is 25,256. So I don't see why that should be a problem. All right, well, we got the opening bell, folks. So let's get it together. Let's get ready to go do some shopping. You got your margins orders. This right here. This is happening right here. I think we're going to get it back and fill, but I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and do my thing on this one. All right, so this one is happening. All right, just want to throw that out there. Now, because we got a gap, okay, here's the thing. So let me see, we closed. Let me see, the high is 1249. Okay, this opened within the high of the bar though. So this ain't really a gap. It opened within the high of the bar. You know what I mean? So this one should be good. Let me see. It didn't come up on my one chart. Let me see if it came up on this one. I'm probably going to have to do something with this one special by hand, like I do the Ethereum and the Bitcoin, because it's not coming up on my in-play tab. So let's see if it's coming up. Let's see, BTSH, SC. Let me see. Okay, it did come up on here. Okay, you see the price trigger? You'll find it under the daily sheet. All right. So here's what I'm about to go ahead and do that now. All right, let me stop recording. All right, we are back. So let's wrap this up. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but you know how these things go. Technology and such. It is what it is. BTC and this one is that there's no pre-market or extended hours trading. Once 9:30 hits, it opens. Once 4 p.m. hits, it closes. So there's no extended hours of pre-market trading. Hopefully that will change, especially this thing is widely held. On Friday, we had almost 35 million shares exchange hands. And the other one, ticker was it BT, I think. They track the Bitcoin the best. This one has the lowest risk because it's only 11 cents a share. So you do the math on that one. So I'm thinking about going ahead and putting in a long-term position on this one, then that it is tracking with Bitcoin perfectly. All right, I'm going to try to get you to see what I need you to see. Actually, no, that's not going to work, but that's okay. Anyhow, what I left off saying was it's time to gather positions on this one. Based on the research that I did, this and GBTC, the only downside to these over-the-counter pink sheet situations is that they don't have the pre-market trading like some of the other tickers. So you're kind of exposed, you're kind of locked in. So God forbid, you're long and Bitcoin just crashes overnight. When this thing reopens, then it's going to take you with it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only downside to